Hello, Miss Banks.
Hi,
Hello. I don't know if you remember, but my name is Miss Ogburn.
I'm Miss Ogburn.
Yes, I met with you last week and we took a trip to the social services downtown. Do you remember that visit?
I do.
Uh, all right, just to recap, we went to do some things for you to sign up for employment. Is that right?
Yes, that's true.
Concerning that matter, has anyone contacted you from social services?
No, they didn't contact me about anything I was supposed to do or any paperwork I should have next time, nothing like that. So I don't think I want to go next time because I feel like it didn't help me. It was a waste of time. Nobody knew what I had to do. I was just being dragged around in circles. The paperwork was too much. I gotta find all the kids' stuff and go register for that, and then I gotta need my husband's stuff. And I'm just really not. I could have worked somewhere for a neighbor, then spent all day in there doing nothing. Same thing over and over again. I would ask. I ain't know what questions to ask. Somebody tell me sit here, then somebody tell me go sit over there. Then they'll be like, you didn't know about this, and you didn't know about that. And then I'm like, well, how am I supposed to know about anything if I ain't got no newspaper, no TV, no radio for anybody to tell me nothing. So I don't think I want to take another visit there.
Okay. What do you feel like we could do to help you or me and social service agents for you to have a more pleasant experience?
I think I should know how to I want to say like talk to people, or next time I think I should know what paperwork to have, cause maybe that'll make it easier and I don't got to keep coming back every week to fill out more paperwork. Or other than that, I think I just should have more paperwork and social services need to have signs up to tell people where to go and stuff because I wasn't the only one confused. It seemed like everybody else in there was confused too, doing the same thing I was doing. So I don't think it's my fault. I think it's their fault.
Okay, well, we can definitely make some recommendations based on that. I will take what you said, what you have said, and give it to our supervisor so they can look over it and try to be more organized. So when you or anyone else comes in, we can have a more controlled environment and get everything done. Um, since the last time we met, the only thing that we have worked on was your employment status, and you said no one has contacted you yet. So, I'm just gonna ask you what has been going on since we met last week.
Well, since last week, one of my kids got into a fight in school. I was really mad about that. She said they was calling her stupid and making fun of her and stuff like that. So now I'm kind of worried about my oldest child. And then my husband, he hasn't been picking up jobs how he's supposed to. We do little stuff for the neighbors and like people we know and stuff like that. And they just give us what they can in return. But it just seemed like he don't want to do nothing no more. Like he don't want to try to do anything. So and I did a couple of jobs. Like I said before, I cleaned Miss Baker yard, and I cleaned up Miss Moore's house for her. And then sometimes I'm Miss Moore's caretaker for her mom because she old too. So other than that, and then my youngest child, he just need a babysitter because he's too young to be on his own. And then I also need the oldest to make sure that the kids are taken care of. But all she want to go is hang out with friends and stuff. She don't want to be in the house no more. So and then my grandmother, well my mother-in-law, she don't really do nothing. She just gave us that piece of land. She just stay in her house and don't tell us nothing. That's all she do.
Okay, so it sounds like you have a lot going on, but from what everything that you just told me, what is weighing the heaviest on your conscience? What is the biggest problem?
I'd probably say just having money because I feel bad that my daughter got into that fight. I feel like if we had more money, then she would be able to wear like nicer clothes and fit in with the rich students and stuff like that. And then maybe she would feel comfortable talking more in class. But we don't got no money, and then all I do is yell at my husband because all he do is lay around all day, and I don't want nobody to lay around. I need somebody to go make some money. And the biggest problem, like it probably is, just not having no money. Like I just want stable work because sometimes when I take care of Miss Moore's mom, she don't pay me how she's supposed to. She just give me little money here and there, and I need more than that. I got a lot of kids.
Okay, so the biggest problem is work, and I see that you get little money from the work that you do, and you also get SNAP benefits.
Mhm.
So that's, for according to you and your husband, that's not doing much. It's just enough to get by.
Yeah, we only get about 150 a month, and then I got a lot of kids, and kids love to eat. They grown babies, so I'm not really sure how that 150 gonna help. And then my husband, he a grown man. He try to eat everything for the kids even get home from school, and I'm like, the kids need something to eat. But I try to plan it out, stick with a budget. I do, I spend probably $50 every week, so I can make 150 last for the whole month. Or and then the kids, they get free lunch, so I don't gotta worry about lunch. But the only thing I am worried about is that summertime coming up, and they the school can provide lunch and breakfast, and summertime coming up, and they need to eat all day every day. They all they sit in the house do is eat and go play, come back, eat and play. That's all they do. Since my husband not working, he stressed, so he just eat more when he's stressed.
Okay. Well, I do thank you for being open with me. This gives me a lot to work with. I wanted to ask, how do you think your husband would feel if he were to come in with you and we would go over with him the same thing we did with you, the confidentiality forms, why he's here to visit us, and we would probably take him to the same place we took you, social services, to try to sign up for the employment thing that they have going on because it hasn't ran out yet.
I think my husband would. He just as stubborn as I don't know what. He would not want to do that. He don't even want to get up now to go ask for work around the neighborhood. So if I ask him get up and put on nice clothes and go social services and have all the documents and stuff, he don't want to do that. He don't even know, like when people talk to him, he just is confused. So I don't think my husband would be down for that, Miss Ogburn. Maybe like, is there a way you could just bring his paperwork to the home and then take it back to social services? Cause I don't think he would like that environment. He would just leave and walk all the way home if he had to. I don't think that's a good idea for him to do that.
Okay, if that's something you want me to do, I can provide you all with the paperwork and you take it home with you. And the next time we meet, I can just either come to the home and pick it up, or when you bring it with you when you come back here, and we
Okay.
can have it turned in.
Okay, so when you take the paper back, do you need all the birth certificates and social security cards and the property for the land and everything like that too?
Yes, do you still have all that stuff available, or have you?
I mean, it's scattered around the house somewhere, but I'm pretty sure I could find it. Or like last week, remember when I didn't have it and they told us we had to go to the other building and then they
Mhm.
could print it back off? Maybe we could do something like that. 'Cause I think it is scattered all around the trailer somewhere, but
Okay.
I'm not really sure.
So you might need copies of everyone's paperwork, like their birth certificate, social security cards.
Mhm.
Okay, we can take care of that. Now what I will say is, after, not the social security office, because for they give you a certain amount of replacements every year for free. So that's probably about two or three, but you're only on your second one. Your birth certificate, you already got one for free. They probably will charge a few dollars, but I don't think that'll be a problem because we can help you with that since that's something you need. Um, I was gonna ask you, would you like for me to have your paperwork put into place? Because I know I have your file and your case information. I can just have everything printed off. And since I'm your legal representation, I can talk on your behalf as long as I have your consent and your paperwork showing that I'm doing this, whatever I'm doing for you as social services. And they'll require me to have a copy of your birth certificate, your social security card, the deed to the land, and things of that nature, so that way I can work for you even when you're not here.
So are you telling me if you go down to social services, then I give you all the paperwork and we get all the documents and everything like that, and you go down there and I give you permission to do whatever you want with the paperwork, and then so we can have jobs. Is that what you're saying?
Yes, basically I advocate for you. So on your when I speak on your behalf, anything that you need or anything that you want, I would you would delay it to me and I would tell it to other people so they can get it done what you need to be
Okay,
done.
so that way next time me and my husband don't gotta take that long ride down there. We don't gotta do that no more. You could just do it for us.
Yes.
Okay.
So yeah, that'll definitely help. So the biggest problem that you need a job, you want your husband to get a job, y'all need more money, and I was thinking if we can figure out a way to for them to vamp up you guys' food stamps because you said you get 150 and then it's you, your husband, and I think you have 6 kids and
Mhm.
a grandchild in the home.
Mhm.
Where do you all live?
We live in the trailer that my husband's mother had gave us, and well, she gave us the land, and then we just rounded up a trailer, and then we just all fit in there.
Okay, is the trailer fairly small? Is it big? How many bedrooms?
Well, the trailer is probably about like 2 bedrooms and then like a living room, and then we share one room. Well, we share a bathroom all together. That can be
Okay.
kind of rough sometimes.
So you guys also you may want to look at getting housing, something bigger because it's a lot of you all in one home. And since you're eligible for SNAP benefits, you might also be eligible for a low income housing or Section 8 or social service sometimes provide a voucher where we will pay your rent every month and then that'll give you a stable place to live, a bigger place for you and the kids and your husband. So you guys won't be staying out of like poor living conditions.
Mhm.
Is that something that you all want to do?
That would be nice. Is it gonna be? Can it be in the same school district as kids? Cause I really don't want them to change
Yes, we
schools.
do. We have some properties around the school area that your kids go to. We have several actually. So some of them are pretty vacant. I think we have at least 20, 25 slots open. So we can find room to put you. You guys will just have to fill out an application with you and your husband's information. Afterwards, I will process it and get back to you on where they will try to put you and how many bedrooms and things of that nature it will be.
Okay,
Um,
so what about my grandchild? Because she only one years old in a couple of months, I think. Is there any way social services could pay for daycare or help me out with that too? Because the kids in school and me and my husband be working, out doing stuff, and I need somebody to watch the baby.
okay, so the oldest daughter can't do it, or you don't. You guys don't have a
Well,
neighbor
I want
that's.
her to stay in school. Well,
Mhm.
yeah, I want her to stay in school, and then I want her to work after she get out of school. Maybe she can get a part-time job too, but I'm not responsible for watching that baby. I don't know. I love my grandchild, but I don't know who's gonna watch that baby because the girl father don't want to do it and everything like that, and I just need somebody to watch that baby.
Okay, so you all need some type of daycare services. At this moment, I don't know if we will be able to pay for it, but I definitely can write that down and look into it for you. Because I know we do have a few programs out there that does help mothers, and that would be your daughter's child, right?
Mhm.
That do they'll probably help her find somewhere for her child to go while she's in school. So that would probably be separate matters. She's still under your case, but she would have to file her own paperwork and let us know that that's her child. Or I'm sorry, I'm jumping ahead. Are you her primary caregiver? Are you her legal guardian, or is it your daughter and she just lives with you all?
Well, I want to say my daughter is the primary caretaker of her child, but I take care of both of them. So won't that kind of make me the primary caretaker of the child?
Yeah, it does. So I'll make a home visit and that way when all of you are there I can talk to you all together so we can come to some sort of agreement upon what's gonna happen. That way I don't have any information left out or you won't probably forget anything so that way they'll give you something to think about when you go home and talk to your daughter about and we can probably find somewhere for the baby to go while everyone's at work and everyone's at school. Is she the only one that's gonna need somewhere to go while everyone's gone or is everyone else of age and usually.
Well, the oldest, the one with the baby, is 18, and then the second one is 17, and then the twins, of course, are 14 and 14, and the two youngest boys are 8 and 10.
Okay, so everyone's usually in school or you out trying to get work. So where is the husband during the whole day? He can't watch the child.
Well, I don't really know what he do because sometimes he say he went and he looked for work, then he come back with no money. So I don't know what he at. And then he could watch the kids, but it would just be better if he was just out working because it would be better if the child was in daycare and he just need to bring some money in or something like that. But if he isn't working, I guess he could watch our grandchildren. It's nice to have at least one responsible parent at home. So if we can't find him a job, then I guess he can stay home. But I would really like for him to work too.
Okay, so your primary concern is work. And if I can help you all find jobs and get some source of income, I think that it will be better because a lot of your problems stem from around being a low income family, like you guys don't have much. So I feel like the first step is getting a job and getting income, and that way a lot of the problems will have it won't completely disappear, but it'll dissolve or decrease some. Like it's like what is it? I'm trying to say somewhat of the drop down effect. So if you get a job, then everything else will start to follow suit, and your living arrangements will get better and things of that nature.
Mhm.
Um, so is it safe to say that you want to set that as one of your goals?
To get a job?
Yes.
Yes.
All right. What else do you think we could do other than what we've already done? Do you think you rather go to some job fairs, open houses, things like that?
um, I wouldn't mind going to a job fair anything long as I know what is gonna happen there. Like just I know like the people, and sometimes when they talk to me, they use really big words I just don't understand. So I just be like, I just shake my head and say, okay, but I don't really know what's going on. Like I don't really know how to read sometimes. So I think that kind of is in the way. Maybe I can do more physical work sometimes.
Physical work. What do you mean by that?
Maybe like cleaning up or taking care of a house or being a nanny, something like that. Not no secretary, nothing like that.
Okay, well that's fine. We do have a job fair coming up, and that'll be next Monday. And usually I meet with you every Monday. So how do you feel about instead of us and suffice for our usual meeting in my office, we can go to the job fair and I'll be there with you. So if you need someone to help explain to you with the people at the job fair are saying, or if you need someone to help you keep track of your paperwork and things of that nature, I'll also be your transportation if that's something that you would like to do. And it's from 9 a.m. to 11 p.m. Not 11 p.m. 11 a.m.
When is this again?
next Monday.
Okay, 9 to 11, and then I can go to job fair and get a job and stuff.
Usually most people that walk out of there, they usually have a job or they have something, they have multiple offers as long as you bring all of your paperwork and I see you're eligible, you already put in some paperwork. So it shouldn't be that hard for them to find you in the system and you
Mhm.
have a pretty good resume from doing housework and cleaning and I'm pretty sure they have some people there who are like in the housekeeping and maintenance area if that's something you're interested in. So there's a pretty good chance that you may walk out with the job, or
Okay.
at least some voluntary experience or training things that you can do to get ready for a job. So I'm pretty happy about that. You may get something.
Okay. I like to go to that Miss Auburn. I can get a job.
Okay, so I have that set for next week, which it will be November 14th, Monday,
Mhm.
from 9 to 11.
Mhm.
And I'll come pick you up around 8:30 because it takes about 20-25 minutes to get there.
Mhm. Do you want my husband to go too? Maybe some. I can just convince him a little bit just to go. It's only for 2 hours.
I mean, that's
Won't be
up to
that
you. If
long.
he would like to come, he's welcome to come along.
Okay. Well, I definitely talked to my husband about that. Then how the orders watch all the kids.
Okay, so we're set for Monday from 9 to 11.
Mhm.
That's correct. All
Mhm.
right, I'll see you then, Miss
Okay.
Whitney.
Thank you.
Get out.